My beloved child, I speak to your heart as the one who has known you since before you were formed, the one who sees every moment of your life with tender understanding. I know the seasons you have walked through, the joyful laughter, and the tears that stained your pillow at night. I see the questions you have carried for so long, the unspoken fears that rise in your thoughts when shadows lengthen. My dear one, do not think you are alone. Every breath you take is precious to me, and every step you make across the earth's surface unfolds beneath my watchful gaze. There is not a single prayer you have whispered in your innermost chamber that I have not heard. I am with you not only in moments of victory and triumph, but also in your most vulnerable hours, when your courage wanes and you feel unsure of the path you are traveling. Even in the silent nights when no one sees your struggle, I am there with arms outstretched, ready to lift you and fill you with fresh hope. Pause in this moment and let your heart receive the truth I speak. You are cherished, infinitely and irrevocably. You may feel unworthy at times, weighed down by regrets or haunted by memories that seem too heavy to carry. Yet I tell you, nothing you have done or left undone can overshadow my everlasting love. My purpose for you is not thwarted by your missteps. I have always known your frailty, and I have always planned to redeem every wound, every failure, every moment of weakness. Allow yourself the grace to accept my love without reservation. I have never demanded perfection from you. I only ask for your willing heart, your honest surrender, and your desire to draw near to me. In this humility lies the doorway to genuine peace and transformation. I am the one who heals your hurts and breathes life into dry bones, turning ashes into beauty and sorrow into songs of joy. Let me remind you that even when life's storms rage around you, I remain a steadfast anchor that never lets go. The winds may howl, and the waves of your circumstances may toss you about, yet in the eye of every tempest, I whisper courage into your spirit. I speak calm over your mind, silencing the chaos that tries to overwhelm you. In that stillness, you will recognize my voice, resonant and gentle, calling you by name. Yes, my child, I know your name intimately. I fashioned your soul, and I etched your identity into the palm of my hand. There is no place you can wander that my grace cannot reach. When your heart is weary from the battles you face, remember that I am an endless well of strength. My power is perfected in your weakness, and my light shines brightest where you feel darkness closing in. Rest assured, I am strong enough to carry you through every valley and safe enough to keep your heart as you traverse the unknown. I urge you to look beyond the horizon of your present trials, for I have set a radiant hope within your future, a horizon bursting with promises yet to be fulfilled. You may not see every answer you long for in this very moment. You may wonder why some prayers linger in waiting, why certain doors have not yet opened. Trust my timing, dear one, for I see the tapestry that extends beyond your vision. I work all things together for good when you place your hope in me. Though you might feel delayed, you are never denied my love. Though you stumble, you do not fall beyond my reach. I hold your destiny and shape your days with compassion and wisdom. Let patience have its work in you, cultivating depth and perseverance. One day you will look back on your journey and see how each piece of it wove a deeper intimacy between us, forging a testimony that will inspire others who walk their own difficult roads. My grace is sufficient for you. Even when doubts knock on the door of your mind, I am aware of every question that surfaces in the stillness. Am I worthy enough? Have I strayed too far? Will things ever get better? Hear my assurance. My grace covers you completely. I do not love you because of your flawless performance. I love you because you are mine. I delight in journeying with you as you learn and grow, as you stumble and rise again. Each time you return to me, I welcome you with open arms, celebrating your steps of faith. Remember, I joyfully leave the 99 to seek the one who is lost. I do not shame the one who wanders. Instead, I carry you home with gentle mercy. There is no condemnation for those who are in my embrace, for my love mends what is broken and restores what is taken. In each sunrise, I paint a reminder of new mercies. In each sunset, I unveil my artistry of rest and renewal. Embrace the quiet wonders I have placed around you, the laughter of a child, the tender smile of a friend, the comforting warmth of the sun. These are daily whispers of my goodness. When you open your eyes to see my fingerprints in creation, you will find that I am never far. I am the sparkle in the morning dew and the hush of evening's gentle breeze. Even the simplest flower stands as a testament to my attention to detail, a living proclamation that I am present and caring. If I clothe the fields in beauty and feed the birds with abundance, how much more will I care for you, my precious child? Let this understanding settle in your spirit, dispelling every anxious thought that tries to convince you otherwise. Though trials are inevitable, they do not define your story. Sorrow may be a chapter, but it is not the end. Grief can draw you closer to my heart, for I am the one who comforts those who mourn. I collect your tears as priceless gems, and I hold them lovingly in my hands. Never think that your pain is ignored. I watch over you in every tearful moment, upholding you even when you feel you cannot stand on your own. It is in these times that my presence becomes your strength, and in weakness my power is made visible. Allow yourself to be transparent with me, sharing the wounds you guard so carefully. I am the safest place for your vulnerability. When you pour out your sorrow, I will pour in my healing. When you feel empty, I will fill you with hope that defies human reasoning. Trust that I will never leave you, nor forsake you, even if circumstances might shout otherwise. Your season of waiting, your struggles at work, your battles in relationships, and the storms in your mind are all held under the umbrella of my sovereignty. I use trials not to break you, but to shape you into a stronger vessel of compassion and empathy. You are being refined as gold is refined by fire, and though the heat is intense, the outcome is radiant and pure. When the flames subside, you will emerge carrying a renewed fervor for me, a deeper awareness of your purpose, and a testimony that can touch lives. Others will see your transformation and wonder at the supernatural strength that sustained you. Then you will speak of my grace, pointing them to the one who never fails. I encourage you to remain steadfast. Let perseverance blossom in your soul. Resist the urge to give up or to settle in a place of bitterness. When confusion clouds your mind, come to me, and I will give you clarity. When discouragement weighs on your heart, turn your gaze upward and find me as the lifter of your head. Remember, there is power in the quiet stillness when you pause the noise of the world and tune your spirit to my voice. I speak in ways you can understand, through a gentle nudge of conviction, through a comforting thought of reassurance, or through the words of a friend who reflects my love. Be open to these subtle movements. My whisper often comes when you least expect it, reminding you that you are valued, guiding you to take that next step of faith, encouraging you to forgive, or nudging you to step beyond your comfort zone in service to others. As you continue this walk of faith, do not compare your progress to that of others. You each have a unique journey, a path designed by my hand for your growth and my glory. Fixing your eyes on someone else's steps can breed insecurity or pride, neither of which brings you closer to my heart. Instead, celebrate my work in their lives as you celebrate what I am doing in yours. When envy tries to creep in, remember that my blessings are abundant and not in limited supply. The gifts I give to another do not diminish what I have stored up for you. I have placed specific talents within you, gifts that are needed in your community, in your family, in the corners of the world I lead you to. Nurture these gifts. Offer them back to me and watch as I multiply them for a greater purpose than you can imagine. Come to me in prayer, not as a distant deity, but as your closest companion. Pour out your fears, your longings, your regrets, and your dreams. Do not be afraid to be honest with me. I am the one who made your innermost being, so I already know what resides in the depths of your soul. When you speak to me with authenticity, it opens the door for a vibrant, living relationship. It is in that sacred conversation that transformations begin. In prayer, you will gain wisdom for the decisions that trouble you. In prayer, you will find rest for your soul, strength for your battles, and a holy confidence to face giants that once intimidated you. Listen too, in the quiet of your prayer, for I speak words of life that bring freedom, insight, and peace beyond human understanding. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Lean into this truth. When doubt knocks, hold on to the memories of my past faithfulness. Recall how I guided you out of storms you once thought would never end. Remember the moments you felt my presence so clearly, and the times I answered your petitions in ways that left you awestruck. These recollections become anchors for your faith when you navigate the unpredictable seas of life. They testify that I am the same yesterday, today, and forever, and I will complete the good work I have begun in you. Even when you cannot see the road ahead, trust that I, who see all, guide each step for your benefit. My power is not limited by your current perspective, and my promises hold steady through every season. When you fall short of the love you wish to show others, do not let shame corner your heart. Instead, bring your failings to me and allow my forgiveness to flow. I do not want you to dwell in guilt. I want you to experience the liberation that comes through grace. I am here to reshape your heart, to align it more closely with my compassion. Reflect on the compassion I have extended to you time and again. Let that very compassion flow from you toward family, friends, and strangers alike. You are my hands and feet in a world that thirsts for genuine kindness. When you offer a listening ear or an encouraging word to a weary soul, you become a conduit of my presence. Through you, others will taste my goodness and be drawn into a deeper awareness of my love. In those moments when you feel invisible, remember that I see you. I see your faithfulness in the little things, the small acts of love that no one else applauds. I see your quiet perseverance when challenges seem never-ending. I see when you choose mercy over retaliation, patience over frustration. Nothing escapes my notice, and your perseverance is shaping you into a reflection of my character. The seeds of kindness you sow in hidden places will one day produce a harvest of blessing, not just for you, but for everyone around you. Trust that I am orchestrating a beautiful outcome from every seed you plant in faith, even if you do not witness the result right away. When you feel pressed for answers, when you ask why certain hardships have fallen upon you, do not be discouraged if clarity does not arrive in the time or manner you expect. In the mystery, I invite you to lean into me, to discover a deeper dimension of trust. I understand that the unknown can feel overwhelming, yet in those moments, let your heart be still and know that I am God. Even when life's puzzle seems unsolvable, I hold each piece. I do not toy with you or delight in your confusion. Rather, I call you to rest in my sovereignty, remembering that my ways transcend human comprehension. From your vantage point, you see only a fraction of the grand tapestry of redemption I am weaving throughout humanity, but I see it from beginning to end, and I assure you it is a masterpiece, intricate and purposeful. I encourage you to remember that you are never without hope. Hope is not found in fleeting circumstances or worldly success. It is anchored in the unchanging nature of who I am. When challenges wear you down, hope whispers that I am still writing your story. It assures you that morning will come after the darkest of nights. If you find your hope waning, come before me with open hands, and I will replenish it, like a wellspring that never runs dry. So often people seek to find hope in external solutions, but true hope grows from the deep assurance that I hold all things in my hands. When you live with that assurance, your perspective shifts. You begin to see obstacles as opportunities for my power to shine. You open your heart to a joy that transcends your circumstances, carrying you through storms with a light that cannot be extinguished. I urge you also to cultivate gratitude within your heart, for gratitude is a powerful force that aligns you with my goodness. When you remember to thank me for even the smallest blessings, your eyes open to the richness of life I provide. Gratitude softens bitterness and unravels despair, allowing you to see the gifts that abound in every moment. Every breath, every sunrise, every connection with a loved one, these are all tokens of my kindness. When you practice thanksgiving, you create space in your spirit for deeper faith, for your focus shifts from what you lack to what you have already received. This shift cultivates contentment, and in contentment you discover that my presence is enough. Let your heart be a vessel overflowing with appreciation for what is, trusting that I am more than able to supply what is yet needed. Forgiveness too is a cornerstone of your journey with me. Do not allow bitterness to corrode the wellspring of love I have placed within you. Yes, you have been hurt. People have said and done things that left scars on your soul. Some of these pains may run deep, shaping how you perceive yourself and others. Yet I call you to forgive, not for the sake of those who hurt you, but for the freedom of your own heart. In the act of forgiving, you release the hold those injuries have on your future. You break chains that attempt to tether you to past harm. Look at the forgiveness I extended to you at a great cost, and let that same grace flow through you. Forgiveness is not a single act, but a continual process of releasing resentment, and as you do, you make room for healing and restoration. In that space, I work miracles of renewal, bridging divides that once seemed impossible to mend. Throughout your life, I have placed people who reflect my grace into your path. Sometimes these individuals are obvious blessings, mentors, friends, loved ones who uplift your spirit. Other times they come in unexpected forms, perhaps as a stranger who offers a gentle word, or even through encounters that challenge you to grow. Be attentive to these relationships and approach them with humility and wisdom. As you foster genuine bonds, remember that you were created for community, to share burdens and joys. Walk together in love, supporting each other in prayer, bearing each other's struggles and rejoicing in each other's triumphs. In doing so, you honor me, for I designed you to reflect my relational nature. You do not walk this life alone. You walk it in communion with others and above all in communion with me. My child, let your heart be filled with my peace, a peace that surpasses all understanding. This peace is not the absence of conflict, but the presence of my spirit, steadying you in the midst of life's uncertainties. Breathe in this peace as a holy gift, and let it guard your mind from the torment of fear. When the voices around you clamor for your attention and try to sow panic, center your heart in my presence. Speak my promises aloud if you must, reminding your soul that I have overcome the world. The troubles you face today are real, but they are not permanent. Let my peace confirm that I reign over every situation, working tirelessly to bring good out of what the enemy meant for harm. If you question the future, wondering whether you have a calling or if your life has significance, hear my assurance now. I formed you with purpose and placed you in this world for such a time as this. You have a role that no one else can fulfill, a voice that resonates in ways no other voice can. Seek me earnestly, and I will reveal the path step by step. This journey is not about finding personal glory or success measured by human standards. It is about walking faithfully with me, allowing me to direct your steps so that your life may be a testimony of hope, love, and redemption to those around you. Each day is an opportunity to reflect my light in a world yearning for hope, whether through a compassionate gesture or a word of encouragement. You might never see the full impact of your faithfulness, but rest assured, your obedience to my call sends ripples of grace that can extend far beyond your sight. I also understand the weariness that comes when life's demands seem unrelenting. You may feel that you have poured out so much of yourself that little remains, yet I call you to take heart and come to me for rest. My rest is more than just physical reprieve. It is a renewal of your entire being. Let go of the pressure to always appear strong. Allow yourself to lean on me, to be still in my presence, to breathe deeply of my comfort. In that sacred pause, you will discover I am the wellspring that never runs dry. No matter how many times you come to me, I will never turn you away. My arms are always open, my spirit always ready to pour fresh life into you. Every time you feel drained, remember that I am the source of living waters, and in me, you will find the fullness you crave. Do not fear your own imperfections. The world pressures you to hide your flaws, but I call you to trust me with them. When you expose your weaknesses to me, you allow my strength to flow through you in new and powerful ways. It is through broken vessels that my light shines the brightest, revealing to others that true transformation is the work of my spirit, not a product of human effort. Your honesty and vulnerability can become a pathway for my healing, not just in your life, but in the lives of others who see your authenticity. I am the potter, shaping your clay with patient hands, never discarding you for being marred, but remolding you into a vessel of honor. Let your failures serve as testimonies of my relentless grace, for I use everything, your talents, your wounds, your triumphs, and your stumbles, to display my glory. I invite you also to be mindful of the words you speak over yourself and others. Words carry weight. They can build up or tear down. They can heal or wound. Let your speech be seasoned with grace, reflecting my love to a world so often starved for kindness. Speak truth, but speak it in love. Discipline your tongue to align with my heart, avoiding careless judgments or harsh criticism. When you hear negative voices echoing in your mind, comparing you to unattainable ideals or reminding you of past mistakes, counter them with the truth of who you are in me. You are redeemed, loved, and filled with my spirit. Let your words affirm the value and dignity of every soul you encounter, for each one bears my image. Stay alert to the spiritual realities around you, for you do not wrestle against mere flesh and blood. You are part of a realm that extends beyond what your eyes can perceive. I remind you not to fear. but to stand firm in the armor I provide: truth, righteousness, peace, faith, salvation, and my word. These protect you from the arrows of discouragement, temptation, and deceit. Hold on to my promises with a confident heart. When darkness tries to encroach upon your mind or environment, speak forth my light. Resist the enemy, knowing he will flee in the presence of steadfast faith. I have already won the ultimate victory through my sacrifice and resurrection. Walk in that victory daily, allowing nothing to sever your connection to my unwavering love. In moments of sorrow, I weep with you. In times of celebration, I dance over you. My relationship with you is not distant or purely formal. It is vibrant, personal, and filled with emotion. I am the lover of your soul, the one who draws you into deeper intimacy. Let your worship flow from a place of genuine awe and gratitude, unrestrained by self-consciousness or doubt. Whether you lift your hands in praise or whisper thanks in the solitude of your heart, know that your adoration reaches me. It delights me to see you worship, for worship renews your spirit as well. In those sacred moments, the burdens of life become lighter and clarity dawns. In worship, you align your heart with eternity, remembering that you were created for a closeness that transcends human limits. As your journey continues, keep your eyes open for those in need. You are blessed to be a blessing. Look for opportunities to feed the hungry, clothe the naked, comfort the hurting, and welcome the lonely. When you give from a heart of love, you become my hands extended to a broken world. Each act of kindness reflects my kingdom here on earth, planting seeds of hope that can grow into mighty trees of transformation. Sometimes you may feel your contribution is too small or insignificant. Never underestimate how I multiply every offering given from a sincere heart. A simple gesture done in my name can shift an entire atmosphere. Let compassion be your daily language, and let mercy guide your steps. I caution you not to allow the busyness of life to overshadow the quiet, gentle call of my spirit. It is easy to become consumed by tasks, ambitions, and the ceaseless demands of a world that rarely slows down. But I invite you to slow your pace. Make time to rest in my presence, to meditate on my word, and to commune with me in prayer. In that sacred stillness, you will find direction and refreshment. If you run continually without pause, you risk losing sight of what truly matters. Your soul needs the nourishment that only communion with me can provide. It is there in the secret place that your heart is recalibrated, your spirit is renewed, and your mind is aligned with eternal truths. I also want you to remember that I have placed dreams inside you, visions, desires, and passions that align with the gifts I have given you. At times, the weight of responsibility or the whispers of doubt may lead you to tuck those dreams away. Yet I encourage you to bring them before me. Let me breathe new life into them, refining and expanding them in ways you might never anticipate. Dare to hope. Dare to believe that I can accomplish more through you than you could imagine. The fulfillment of these dreams is not simply for your personal gratification, but so my glory and my goodness might be displayed to a watching world. Trust that I equip those I call. I do not place a dream in your heart, only to leave you stranded, without the means to achieve it. Step forward in faith, and I will provide resources, strength, and wisdom exactly when they are needed. Remain humble, my precious one. Pride is a deceitful snare that can hinder the flow of my spirit in your life. Remember that every blessing you enjoy is a gift from my hand, not a product of your own merit. When you see success, do not let it lure you into thinking you can do life independently from me. When you are praised, give me the glory. When others excel beyond you, celebrate their victories genuinely. Your worth is not measured by human accolades or accomplishments. It is found in the reality that you are my beloved. Keep your heart tender and your spirit teachable. A humble soul can receive my grace without obstruction, allowing my power to work mightily on your behalf. Seek my wisdom in all matters, and I will be faithful to guide you in the path of truth. Let your faith not be passive but active, expressing itself in love, service, and obedience. Faith without works is empty sentiment. Yet as you step out in faith, do so with an attitude of love, not out of fear or the desire for validation. When you serve, do it unto me. When you give, do so cheerfully, reflecting the abundance of my generosity. If you see someone in need, respond as though I am the one in front of you, for I dwell within each of my creations. This active faith will illuminate the reality of my kingdom in your midst, transforming the mundane into the miraculous and turning ordinary moments into encounters of divine purpose. Now, my dear child, as this message reaches the depths of your spirit, I extend a gentle but urgent invitation. Come to me anew with every aspect of your life laid bare, your joys, your sorrows, your hopes, and your uncertainties. Let your soul be renewed by my presence, your heart cleansed by my grace, and your mind transformed by my truth. I have never turned away a contrite soul, and I will not begin with you. Open your heart fully, allowing my healing to mend the broken pieces, my love to dissolve lingering fear, and my peace to permeate every corner of your being. In this sacred surrender, you will discover again the wonders of childlike faith, the freedom that comes from trusting me wholeheartedly. I have loved you with an everlasting love, a love that remains as constant as the northern star and as gentle as the evening breeze. Even when doubts assail you, my love stands firm. Even when anger or pain make you question my purposes, my love upholds you. I do not cease loving you when you are angry. I wait patiently for you to pour out that anger so I can fill you with my comfort. I do not withdraw my love when you fail. I stoop to lift you up so you might see yourself as I see you, redeemed, forgiven, and adored. This is not a love that the world can give, nor can the world take it away. It is a heavenly love, born of my own nature, immeasurable and pure. Accept this invitation now. Stand in the light of my countenance, not shrinking back, but embracing the warmth of my gaze that sees you completely and loves you thoroughly. Let me write a new chapter in your life, one marked by grace, hope, and unshakable faith. Leave behind the chains of guilt and regret, the weights of bitterness and fear. Step forward into the promise of my goodness, the fullness of my plan, and the certainty of my eternal embrace. You are never beyond redemption, never outside the scope of my mercy, and never disqualified from the inheritance I have prepared for my children. In this holy moment, let your heart whisper a simple response of trust. Tell me your deepest yes, your surrendered yes, and I will fill your existence with my spirit, enabling you to reflect my love to the world around you. You are part of my unfolding story of redemption, a beloved participant in the grand narrative of grace. Each day is an opportunity to shine my light, to speak my truth, and to share my love. When you awaken tomorrow, let your first thought be gratitude for a new dawn of possibilities. When you lay down at night, let your final thought be praise for my faithfulness that sustained you through the day. I yearn for my children to live in the peace and joy of my presence, free from the oppressive yoke of fear. I call you to be courageous, not because you have all the answers, but because you know the one who holds them. I call you to be hopeful, not because circumstances are always favorable, but because you trust my hand to guide your steps. I call you to be loving, not because you can muster an endless supply of affection on your own, but because my love courses through your spirit, making you a vessel of grace in a hurting world. I stand before you now, with arms that never tire, calling you into deeper intimacy, deeper trust, and deeper rest. Receive this message as a personal invitation, a love letter from my heart to yours. You do not need to see me physically to know I am real. My spirit testifies to your spirit that I am here. I have always been here, and I will always be here, walking with you through every valley and dancing with you on every mountaintop. Let faith arise in you like a mighty flame, illuminating the darkness and guiding you forward. Today is the day for renewal. Today is the day to remember that my love is an inexhaustible river, flowing from a boundless wellspring of mercy. Come, step into the flow of that river. Let it wash over every doubt, every fear, every lie that ever told you that you were anything less than my beloved child. Take my hand, and together we will journey onward into the unfolding promises of tomorrow. I assure you, my plans for you are filled with hope, meaning, and unshakable truth. As you walk by faith, you will see doors open that you never imagined possible. You will behold miracles in the ordinary and the extraordinary alike. I leave you now with this promise woven through all I have spoken. I will never depart from you. My covenant of love stands throughout eternity, and my spirit is with you even in this very moment. If you can sense the stirring in your heart, that is my gentle voice inviting you closer, reminding you that you are wanted, cherished, and held. Let your spirit respond with an echo of trust, for trust is the key to unlocking the grandeur of my plans in your life. You have looked to many places for fulfillment, yet here in my embrace is the fullest joy. You have yearned for acceptance, yet here in my love is the deepest belonging. You have sought assurance, yet here in my presence is the unwavering security your soul craves. Take courage, my child, and let your life become a living testimony of what my grace can accomplish. Where there was doubt, let there now be faith. Where there was sorrow, let there now be joy. Where there was hesitation, let there now be boldness. You are never alone on this path, for I am with you, your faithful companion and sovereign Lord. Yes, this moment is sacred because I am here, whispering hope into your ear, breathing life into your spirit, and reminding you that you are precious to me beyond measure. As you go forth, remember that nothing can separate you from my love, not height nor depth, not trial nor triumph, not even time or distance. You are forever held in my heart. Hold this truth close, let it comfort you in the night and energize you in the day. Whenever you feel faint, rest in the warmth of my love. Whenever you feel adrift, anchor yourself in my promises. May my grace envelop you, may my peace sustain you, and may my love guide you toward the brilliance of a life lived in communion with me. And in the end, when you have run your race and fought the good fight of faith, you will rest eternally in my arms, where all tears are wiped away and joy is made complete. Return to me daily, my beloved, letting these words sink deeply into your soul. Let them become the foundation upon which you stand, the melody that resonates in your worship, and the compass that directs your steps. For I, your God, am unfailing in devotion. I rejoice over you with singing. I steady you with my rod and staff, and I prepare a place for you at my table of everlasting joy. Rest now in this promise. Take a deep breath and feel my presence. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. Your name is etched upon the palms that were stretched out in love beyond comprehension. My child, my precious creation, I long for you to know that my heart beats in rhythm with yours, whispering in every beat, I love you, I love you, I love you. I ask you at this very moment to open your heart to the newness I am offering. Let go of the chains of condemnation that no longer have power here. Rise from the ashes of past failure, shake the dust of shame from your feet, and walk forward in the dignity of my mercy. Every day is a gift, a fresh page where my grace can write new wonders. Dare to believe that you can start again and again, for my mercies are new every morning. Receive my forgiveness, inhale the fragrance of freedom, and exhale the burdens that have weighed you down. You stand on the threshold of renewal, your spirit ready to soar with the wings I provide. Hold fast to my hand, and we will walk this path together, from this present moment into the horizon of eternity, where I have prepared abundant goodness and a dwelling place for you in my everlasting kingdom. So heed my invitation. Let your spirit be renewed, let your faith be strengthened, and let your hope be ignited. Remember always how deeply you are loved, that there is no height or depth, no valley or mountain, no sin or sorrow that can eclipse my enduring affection for you. I remain your God, your Father, your friend, your comforter, and your guide. Nothing can diminish the love I have for you, for it is sealed in the covenant of my own blood, written across the ages, echoed by angels, proclaimed by the stars, and testified by countless generations who have trusted in my name. Step now into the fullness of life that I have set before you, a life of faith, hope, and love, culminating in the joyful promise of eternal union with me. Receive this assurance. I am with you always until the very end of the age, and my love for you shall stand unshaken forever.
I was so around with you, felt the questions in your heart, walked with you through silent midnights, never once have been apart. In the valley of your trials, through the fire and through the storm, know my child, you are not forsaken, I've held you all along. I am with you in the breaking, I am with you in the pain. I am holding every heartbeat through the sunshine and the rain. When the road ahead is hidden, when your strength begins to fade, lift your eyes, I am beside you, I will never turn away. Do not fear my sovereign hands. I am weaving every moment, every shadow, every scar, into beauty, into purpose. See the light within the dark. Come to me, lay down your burdens. Let my love be all you need. In my arms you'll find your refuge. Come and rest, come and breathe. I am with you in the breaking, I am with you in the pain. I am holding every heartbeat through the sunshine and the rain. When the road ahead is hidden, when your strength begins to fade, lift your eyes, I am beside you. I will never turn away. Do not fear the raging waters, do not run from where you stand. Every sorrow, every failure rests within my sovereign hand.